The term Devadasi has caused controversy from time to time. So, who was called Devadasi? How did they came to be? What happened to those who have fully dedicated themselves to temple work and services? They were looked upon with great respect from the 6th century onwards. But do we have the same perspective now? Are we using the same meaning for the word Devadasi? Definitely not. With the passage of time, not only their name but also their heritage, culture and respect have been lost. Due to lack of recognition and attention, Devadasis were portrayed in a very degrading manner. So, what happened to the God servants? Welcome to History Talks. The Devadasi is a Sanskrit term which means servant of Deva or Devi. This is a kind of religious practice carried on basically in the southern and western part of India. This tradition dates back to the 6th century, where a girl in her pre-puberty period was dedicated to worship and service of deity or a temple for the rest of her life by her parents. They would be married to the deity, and after the ceremony they are required to perform useful functions at temple like cleaning of temples, lighting lamps, dressing the deities, etc. They were also involved in singing devotional songs, dancing in devotion to the deities, teaching music and dance to the girls, and to carry on and develop the tradition of classical music and dance. Devadasis were respected members of the society, and it was believed that they were eternally married Suhagan, who is never widowed, and their presence in marriage ceremony for the purpose of making Mangal Sutra was compulsory. It was believed that the bride who wears that Mangal Sutra will die Suhagan. There are two types of Devadasis. The first type are called Padilars. They do not accept anyone as a husband and lead their life thinking only of God. They also have the name Nitya Sumangalis. The second category were called Rudrakannis. Although they danced in the Sannidhana of the Lord, they were married to a husband who loved her. Whether they live with or without a husband, they led a very virtuous life, but later this society changed them to a different path. The duty of Devadasis in temple was considered holy. It was their duty to perform Nityanjali before the Lord in the morning, evening and during pujas. If there were many Devadasis in a temple, they worked in order. Devadasis who did not know dance or song performed tasks such as making garlands and cleaning the puja utensils. Devadasis were highly respected in the society. It was also known from historical records that these are the people who were seen next to the priest in the temples. The Devadasis have also given the gifts of their art to the people. They led a good life by building canals and doing rural services. Why did such a special Devadasi system later become a disgrace? It didn't happen all of a sudden. In the beginning, there was a custom of making the eldest daughter the Devadasi. But later on, after some comfort came, some people who did not want to make their eldest daughter a Devadasi started the practice of buying another girl and making them a Devadasi. Even then, the law and social customs changed to accommodate such behaviors. After the development of buying a poor woman, it became easy to introduce a Devadasi who was supposed to dance only in front of the Lord to dance in front of the king. Later, after the involvement of Mughals and Britishers in the country, many temples were broken and their status in the society deteriorated, and they were being exploited and degraded. The system of Devadasis was misunderstood by the Mughal rulers and Europeans as because they were totally unaware about the idea of art as an offering to God. As per their understanding, girls dancing and singing in temples are doing that for the purpose of entertainment of rich people, and they were not better than prostitutes. In course of time, the administration of the temple was freed from the direct supervision of the kings and came under the responsibility of the village elders. Thus, the Devadasis were forced to look to the great men for all their needs. Due to such circumstances, the Devadasis gradually lost their individuality and reached the stage of being seen as common women by the people. This leads to degrade the status of Devadasis in society, and because of their financial problem, they became mistress of royal and rich man. Any girl child born from that union was also dedicated to temple, and boy born were trained as musicians. This led to the religious prostitution in temples of India, which continues till date. Devadasis were exploited by the rich, powerful, and upper class people, and in the other side, their economic needs were not permitted to leave this practice, and ultimately they were driven to the valley prostitution. It is one such practice which is illegally being done in a few parts of India till date. Children born to them were considered a symbol of shame. Many poor women were turned into sex slaves to please guests in wealthy homes. Due to the evil mind of humans, the status of Devadasis, who were considered divine, has been reduced to a humiliating condition. The elderly Devadasis had to live by begging. In this case, Amy Carmichael, who came to India for a Christian mission, came to know that the situation of Devadasis was very damaged. In 1901, she was shocked to learn the real face of Devadasi through Lakshmi, a Devadasi who escaped from a temple in a town called Perangulam in Tirunelveli district. This girl child became her ambition to abolish the Devadasi system in India. She created awareness among people through her speech and writing. She established a shelter for the Devadasis and had rescued and lived with them. That shelter at Donavur in Nanguneri Taluk of Tirunelveli district is a testimony of her diligent work till date. Devadasi's beneficiaries accused Amy Carmichael as sowing the seeds of cultural decay. False cases were also filed against her. She overcame them all with her bravery and unwavering honesty. Later, Muvalur Ramamirdam and Dr. Muthulakshmi Reddy made legal efforts to rescue the women trapped in such a humiliating environment. They fought for legislation to abolish Devadasi system. A law was brought to save the Devadasis, and their struggle came to an end. Unfortunately, in India, there still are a few states which continue to practice the Devadasi tradition despite the Supreme Court orders to abolish the system. The society should seriously consider the rehabilitation of Devadasis and allow them to lead their lives with human dignity. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. Also subscribe for more such videos. See you in another post. Thank you.